So for us, communion is once a month. We don't do it daily. And for communion, we believe what's called consubstantiation or symbolism. So, the elements don't change, but the Spirit does, or it's all just symbols. So those are kind of how we view it. It can be somber or joyous. It can be both. Anybody can receive it. You don't have to be Methodist. You don't have to be a member of the church to receive it. So it's open to everybody. Even, like in the Catholic Church, you have First Communion. As soon as a child wants bread and juice, they can come forward and we'll give it to them. So, so that would be, that's probably the one we do most often. For baptism, we, again, children up through adults, it can be a believer or not, someone who's making a profession of faith or a child. So in that one, we do it by usually just sprinkling water over them. We'll do it any way that they want. I've seen pastors baptize in pools and rivers and the ocean, so anything's fair game.
And then what does your church use as their guide for ethical behavior? And do you have any additional books or programs?
The discipline. So the it's really the discipline. A lot of it is unspoken as well. Okay. It's really the ethics of it gets into personal theology, personal understanding of Scripture.
Okay. What type of materials are present in your faith?
So in we have the altar, we have the cross, we use liturgical colors, like I said. We have stained glass windows. We don't have an altar rail. We intentionally removed that years ago. But those are really the big symbols that we have. Again, Methodism, we're about symbols, but we're not as a form or act of worship.
And what pictures are on your guys' stained glass windows? Or usually
There's one of Jesus as the shepherd. There's one of Jesus, I want to say, at the Ascension.
Do pastors gather with each other to share ideas or visions or missions with each other on a regular basis?
Yes. So it's not mandatory, it's strongly encouraged, but in this area we meet for lunch every month. And it's just really to talk, fellowship. We have a big gathering of all the clergy all over the eastern part of our conference coming up January. So that's usually twice a year that all of the clergy meet. But it's encouraged to have an accountability group.